everybody, I'm Jocelyn. I'm coming to you to talk about what I thought about the season finale of Supergirl, Arrow, and Flash. Sorry, I'm not a Legends fan, so I won't be able to serve you there. But I've got a lot of things to talk about from these past episodes and what I think for the next season. So come on, let's go. So first up, The Flash. How did you think about the season finale? And where do we go from here? Okay, so from the season finale, we learned that it was all about Reverse Flash, Eobard and his plan to go free once Team Flash was able to destroy the dagger. Okay? But then in that instance, we lost Nora, sweet Nora. You're wondering, who's Nora? Nora is the child, is the child of Barry and Iris. So supposedly when they destroyed the dagger, somehow it also eliminated Nora from the timeline. So what does that mean? I was looking at some of the comments, and some of the comments had talked about that, you know what? We're probably going to see the actress, Jessica Parker Kennedy. We're probably going to see her in the future as hopefully Nora Allen and part of the Tornado Twins, right? Nora and Dawn. So that'd be really cool and exciting. But then how much in the future is that going to happen? I mean, the only way we're going to see that is through flash forwards to be able to see the Tornado Twins. And remember, when Barry came out of, what was it, season 3? Yeah, season 3. He came out of the Speed Force saying in that language, we're going to need more diapers, right? First time he said Nora shouldn't be here, and so that was this season. So then in which season are we going to actually hear him say, we're going to need more diapers? So I'm hoping we're going to get to see Jessica Parker Kennedy. She was adorable. She was cute. She was just so much of like the best of Barry and Iris that I'm truly going to miss her. However, at the end of Flash, yes, Crisis is coming a lot closer, which we all knew about. I was hoping maybe we were going to see a little bit more as far as with the Monitor engaging with Barry, but I guess with Barry not knowing what Oliver had, described or had created some deal or pact with, Barry's not in the know. However, what do I think about the overall season of The Flash, season 5? It was good. It was a lot better than last year. I want to say it was okay, but it was good. It had its moments. I would think, I think it was the whole Cicada thing, because I wasn't so much into Cicada as far as like the big bad. He didn't wow me. I thought the Thinker did, but it wasn't until it got really eerie with the Thinker that's like, okay, it made sense. But I still think this episode was a lot better than last episode, only because we had Reverse Flash in it. And I'm sorry, but you cannot go wrong with Tom Cavanaugh. Tom Cavanaugh he's one hell of an actor. My favorite personally. So that's what I got to think about for The Flash. And I'm excited because we're going to get to see what? Susan Dearborn? Isn't that the file? That's the last name of Ralph. I call him Ralphie. Of Ralph's future girlfriend. So I think it's going to be cool. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Flash is going to have some changes with Cisco not being Vibe. My thoughts with that is that I'm thinking, I think Cisco's going to regret it. There's going to be a situation in which his girlfriend is going to be severely injured or something, and he's not going to have his powers to protect her. And so I think it's going to backlash on him. I mean, it's a what they call a catch-22. You never do, you never don't. He can't have that perfect life and balance. There's going to be harm one way or another, whether it be emotional and not having the life that he truly deserves, or it's having someone he loves and he cares about being hurt, and he had the powers, but he's not doing anything with it. Okay, and then I think the last thing I want to say about is, so Joe is now the chief of police for Central City, so that's pretty cool. Are we going to see him more into the field? I don't know about that. And so we got this great duo with Celeste and Joe, and Caitlin's got a new suit. So what's going to be happening with our Killer Frost? I don't know, but that's what I got to say about The Flash. Okay, I want to talk about Supergirl. All right, how did I feel about this season finale of Supergirl? It was, again, better than I had expected. Actually, there were some really good gripping scenes that I actually really liked. The week before that, I was just emotional. Some of you saw that video when Alex finally remembered that Supergirl Kara are the same, and Supergirl is her sister, I just bawled. I was just bawling. I bawled all last week. And with Alex just saying, I finally remember you, I remember you, and she's just crying. And so now they're together again. They're a team. They got Colonel Haley on their side, which is going to be a great thing for next season. So with this whole overall thing with Lex Luthor, John Cryer, I have to say, to me, I know there's Gene Hackman, but he is, to me, the Lex Luthor of this generation. I'm going to say it. He is. He gave a very, he was really, really good. He gave a very convincing Lex. He did. I mean, just the fact that, you know, their fight scenes, the Lex suit, his sarcasm, his wit, his bravado. It was awesome. I loved it. So, if you want to know more about John Cryer's Lex Luthor, I would have to say you'd have to start watching episode 16. It's like springtime, I would say. Around spring, maybe February, March, we finally got Lex in it. And when that's, I would have to say, one of my favorite episodes from the season, when we got introduced to Lex and we found out he is just diabolical, that he's a genius, that I found him just utterly brilliant. He is. All right, so with that final battle between him and Supergirl, and he's like, why don't you just die? Because I'm Supergirl. I love that. Okay, what else do we say? Oh, and of course, one thing I didn't think was so strong about this season, it took forever, and I think this is where Supergirl went wrong, was at the beginning when they focused more on just like what's going on in the social climate and how they tried to create this parallelism. They tried to run parallel with the show in reality. And, you know, it just, to me, it really divided a lot of viewers because we were already dealing with just real life and now we got to watch it on TV. It was aggravating, you know, Sons of Liberty, or Agent of Liberty, Sons of Liberty, Agent of Liberty, excuse me, and that whole thing. But when we finally see that it's finally coming together and it was all Lex Luthor's brainchild and master plan, it finally made sense. I didn't like how John Jones spent this year dealing with Manchester Black. I thought he was trying to, you know, uphold his peace and his vows, but in reality, it took him a long time to finally realize he is Martian Manhunter. So he had to realize he has to stay true to himself, right? See with them, but when we saw that last scene with Miss Tessmacher and that lady talked to her, she's saying we're all out there watching. So supposedly, they wanted her to infiltrate with Lex. So when we're thinking Lex is trying to engineer all of this, we've got the Leviathan. We've got them trying to then organize and, you know, work on Lex. So did that make sense? Anyways, it's going to be interesting. I want to learn more about them. Oh, and of course, how can I forget the big reveal? That was heartbreaking. So Lena Luthor, Lex's sister, now knows that Kara and the rest of them, they've been lying to her this whole time in the sense of protecting her. Forgot one of my viewers, who was it? I am so sorry. Your name is like right in the tip of my head right here. But you had asked me, was it wrong? Has it been wrong for Kara to still withhold that information and not tell Lena that she was Supergirl? And I think, you know, at this point, yes. Because Lena several times has come clean and admitted who she was, what mistakes that she's made, how far she has gone. That the rest of them, I think they're trying to protect her or just have a sense of, you know, anonymity. But it's like, come on, Lena's been working for you like through so many different stages, helping you all out. That it's time for her to know. But the fact that she does know, and they still, you know, they're just like not even coming up with it. And she's brokenhearted. She feels betrayed. How long? I mean, and in what way will, I mean, Kara definitely wants to tell her. And she's been wanting to tell her for so long. She just doesn't know how to. I think the only way to say it is just to say it. There's no, like, take her out to dinner, give her some dessert, and then tell her, by the way, I'm Supergirl. There's no way like that. And does that mean then Lena is going to be the big bad next season? Don't know. All right, so with that being said, we find out that the Monitor has taken Lex to be part of his recruitment. And I do know with Crisis, I do know that even the bad guys, even the villains are involved in this big old fight against the Anti-Monitor. So this will be exciting. This will be exciting to see not just the heroes, but the villains and putting it all together. It's exciting. I love that. Like I said, I just want more John Cryer. I just want more Lex, more John Cryer, and heck, even bring the mom in, Lillian Luthor. Luthor family. Fantastic. Okay. The third show I want to just bring up to the season finale is Arrow. That with Arrow, I would have to give Arrow #1 for the best show of the season. It was spectacular. And I know some people like didn't think it ended strongly, but to me it did, because we had Oliver in the prison scene, and that fight scene in the shower scene was like on par, one of the best fight scenes. I mean, there were so many good scenes in that prison scene that we were all wondering, when is Oliver going to get out of prison? But yet when he was in prison, those were like so awesome. And then for him to come out, and then we got the flash forwards, trying to understand that. We find out about Mia, and then what happens, what's going on with Felicity, where is Felicity? Then we find out about her, and then like the flash forwards, and finally like the ending. So if you haven't watched Arrow, I'm sorry, but by now you should already know, if you haven't already, that yes, we find out at the very end, that long way to like what happens to Oliver. Oliver dies. He dies in the crisis. And it was so heartbreaking for the Monitor to just straight up tell him, I'm sorry, but you die during this battle. It's like, what? And then it's like, I want you to come with me. How do you do this? I mean, poor Felicity. She's just like, what is wrong with you superheroes? Like, when Barry went into the Speed Force and said, I must save the world. Or, in the Speed Force, and Iris is like, what? Why? And then now, with Oliver, I must save the universe. And Felicity's like, well, But I really like how they titled the last episode of this past season as You Have Saved the City. And to me, it felt like a series finale. To see the bunker finally shut down, to have original Team Arrow right there in the middle to say its final goodbyes, that they have come a long way, to see Felicity and Oliver go on and live this private life, which they definitely deserve, I felt. It was beautiful. It was utterly beautiful. So I really, really like that. What I hope for is that we do get a spin-off. Please give us that Arrow Flash Forward spin-off with the new generation. I really felt like they really set it up with Mia, William, with Zoe, and Connor. Of course, Connor. So I really want to see that. I want to see the spin-off, and it'd be really cool. And I did read some articles that, yes, Stephen Amell has said he wouldn't mind doing some Oliver cameos. So, what I'm hoping for. Now, the last thing I want to say about Arrow is this. What did you think about Oliver still being alive in the multiverse? I think he's definitely still alive, because the way Felicity said goodbye, I mean, she pretty much said goodbye to her children, saying, I want you two to take care of each other. It's now time for me to move on. And as she went in, she told the Monitor, it's been so long, I haven't seen him in so long. I can't wait to see him. Oliver's alive. And so that opens the possibility. Yes. Let's see something, and I'm hoping at the end of Crisis, I'm hoping at the very end of Arrow, that very last episode, what I really want to see, I want to see Oliver in his like flash forward years with already that long beard, and I want to see him just there, wherever it may be, on a beach or something, and I want to see older Felicity just come in from that and just meet him right there. And then for them to be reunited, and then the sunset, and then just like live happily ever after, which they deserve. And maybe it could happen, because I did read an article just recently. Emily Bett Rickards, she says that, she feels like the writer has already done what they need to do with her character, that she really doesn't feel like she needs to return. So here's my thought, Arrow fans. I'm thinking they already shot that scene. I'm already believing that they probably already shot Felicity reuniting with an older Oliver in the multiverse, and they are just saving it. What do you think of that? I think so. That'd be so awesome. I'm praying, I'm hoping, I'm wishing. So I really, really want to see that. Okay, Now, for next season, we got something new and exciting. How many of you have already seen the Batwoman trailer for next season? Awesome! Ruby Rose, she's playing. What's she playing again? She is, of course, she's playing Batwoman. I just want to make sure I get her name right. Kate Kane. She's playing Kate Kane. I have to say, her character looks intriguing. What I want to see and I want to get more involved in is just her story, her background. How is she fighting crime? She takes that bat suit and she works with, it's not Alfred. Who was that person she's working with? I can't remember. But for the fact that transforms that outfit to make her fit it. But notice in that trailer, she didn't have the red wig. So I want to see how they actually implement that. I have to say, I'm tempted to be Batwoman for Halloween. I truly am. I like that bat suit. I think it'd be really cool. But let me know your thoughts about what you remember, how you think we're going to move on, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, everybody. You can follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, Watch Jocelyn RP channel, and my podcast team, Everyday Nerd Podcast. All right, everybody. See you later. Bye.